Hey there, welcome back to Pacer Talks About Bullying. I'm Bailey, we're glad you're here. On this week's episode, we talked with high school students about all things advocacy, both advocating for themselves and advocating for others. This first question that we asked them is why they would advocate for someone experiencing bullying. Let's hear what they have to say.
I would stand up for them because I would hope someone would stand up for me in that situation, because I would never want to see someone get bullied and have me not do anything about it.
I feel like everyone at least experiences bullying once in their life, so all of us can say that we've been through it and we can relate to other people. And advocating for other people, it helps them to build up their confidence, and eventually they can spread their wings and soar and be a star. Because I honestly think that everyone is a star. They just need to figure out what their potential is and how to pull that mask away or to pull that barrier away from them.
I've been bullied, and I know how it feels. I know what it can make you think, and you just see somebody going through that and it just hurts you really much, like very much. Just remember, there's people out there that love you for you and that care about you.
As you can tell from these students' answers, advocating for others can make a huge difference. In this second question, we asked students their tips for someone experiencing bullying and why self-advocacy is so important. Let's hear what they had to say about this question.
Don't engage, but stick up for yourself, because you'd want to stick up for yourself, but don't make it so that this whole thing turns into an even deeper problem. So I would say stick up for yourself, but don't turn it into something bigger. And also tell an adult. That would really help. And I know everyone says that, but it really does. And even if it's not your parents or your counselors or just a trusted adult.
I would tell them to just take baby steps. Say if someone says something really insulting to you, you don't have to give them a snarky comment, but you can stand up for yourself and say, I really don't appreciate that. If you take baby steps, eventually you build up your confidence, and then you just say enough is enough. And I've had to go through that myself, and I believe that's taking those baby steps and being able to just stand up for myself is what helped me the most. And it was the people around me, my grandmother. She was the biggest inspiration in my life. She helped me with bullying. She helped me figure out who I am as a person, and she just taught me that you can't let people stop you from being who you are, because who you are is what makes you stand out in the whole entire crowd, and that's what makes your star shine the brightest, in my opinion.
Don't be nervous, because chances are the person that you talk to have gone through that themselves. The reason counselors or my counselor at my school wanted to become a counselor was because she went through bullying and she wanted to help other kids get over it and just give them advice on how to deal with it when it happens. And don't feel nervous about talking to somebody, because if you talk to somebody, it'll make you feel better that you talked about it with someone. But if you feel like you can't trust anybody, write it down and give it to the counselor so they can read over it, and then you guys can meet about it and you can explain why you felt that way. And there's just a lot of things that you could do that would help you.
And that wraps up this week's episode of Pacer Talks About Bullying. Thank you so much to all the amazing students in this week's video. We'll see you right back here next week, and remember, together we can create a world without bullying. See ya!